10 true disturbing and terrifying horror stories. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about creepy real-life stories. After watching this video, you'll surely stay awake the whole night. Before we go on, don't forget to click like and subscribe for more content of amazing facts. Number 10. The Murder Castle. H.H. Holmes is known as America's first serial killer who renovated a number of properties into a hotel in Chicago in 1886, which finished in 1893 World's Fair Chicago. Nobody knew the full layout of the hotel, as Holmes hired different workers for the various parts of the hotel. This creepy hotel had some sort of torture chambers where Holmes trapped unsuspecting guests in their room to kill them. The hotel had a gas chamber to suffocate people and kill them out of starvation and hunger. Not only this, there were staircases that lead to nowhere and doors that were totally bricked up. Such designing gave a false sense of hope to the visitors and guests of the hotel, which is absolutely eerie. The creepiness doesn't end there. Holmes disposed of the bodies of the dead and dumped them into a basement and incinerated them in huge burners. Number 9. Rapunzel Doll. The parents of a 9-year-old girl bought her a baby Rapunzel doll for her obsession with Rapunzel. The young girl played with the doll and packed it up in a box, as she didn't want to mess up her hair. One night, she didn't feel like putting it back in the box and slept with the doll. The young girl's parents woke their children after seeing the doll was trying to choke one of their children. The doll was frozen with their screams. Number 8. A ghost testing the water. A family moved to their new house, and soon they witnessed eerie occurrences. The members heard voices, footsteps, and lights turned on and off on their own. This haunted house had ghosts with a thing for silverware. The Reddit user heard it clattering in the drawer all the time, and sometimes knives were found in the wrong slot in the drawer. The night of their arrival, one of the family members had the scariest experience. He was bedding on an old futon mattress when he got the pins and needles feeling on his feet, falling asleep. He had a similar feeling on his head in the shape of a hand. He turned off the light and said goodnight. When he woke up, his closet door was ajar, so there must have been someone. Number 7. The Old Man in the Well. 12-year-old Keith was playing on a farm in the dark when he heard the voice of an old man from a nearby well. The old man called Keith in a slow, raspy voice. Keith looked around, but he was all alone. When Keith figured out the origin of the voice, he asked the old man in the well, "Who are you? How'd you get down there?"
"If you give me something tasty, I'll reward you,"
replied the voice. Keith put some cookies in the bucket and lowered it down. He pulled it up when he felt some weight in the bucket again. It was a rectangular piece of silver metal in which he saw a reflection. He heard the old man say,
"No knights want flesh."
Then the old man stopped responding and Keith took the silver metal to his place. Keith learned that he will be rewarded for giving living things to the old man on the night of the full moon. He kept lowering various animals in the bucket to the old man. By the time he turned 16, he won many silver pieces. Keith was running out of different animals to get awarded. Ultimately, a local farmhand went missing and many workers started vanishing. It was the first time Keith was rewarded with gold pieces. Number 6. The Children. Another creepy but real incident occurred with the journalist Brian Bethel in the 90s. This paranormal event took place when Brian parked outside a local movie theater and he witnessed 2 boys of 10 or 12 were standing in the darkness near his car. The children asked Brian to give them a ride as they forgot their money and can't afford missing the movie. Brian, who was filled with terror, managed to look up and find out the last show had already started and it was impossible for the children to make it back in time. The boys insisted, saying that it wouldn't take long and they didn't have a gun, which frightened Brian the most. Something that was even more disturbing was the involuntary movement of Brian's hand towards the handle, moving to unlock the door. The kids started banging on the window, shouting to let them in when Brian tried to drive away. Number 5. The Demons. One night, a Reddit user was babysitting in the house, which was situated at a lonely place. The baby was sleeping and the boy was waiting for the parents when suddenly at 10 p.m. he heard loud, creepy voices, like a lot of demonic laughter coming from various directions. He ran to the video and saw a pack of coyotes. Number 4. Handprints. A girl who lived in her second-floor apartment was sleeping at night when she heard loud screams from outside. She stood up to see what was the matter. She noticed that her door was vibrating, so she leaned against it to see, but suddenly heard a creepy thumb noise from her sliding glass door. To her horror, she saw handprints of a child on the glass door, which she had no idea where they came from. Number 3. The photos. Conte Vincero found a picture of two great-aunts arm in arm with Hitler and a signed photograph of Mussolini. The scary thing about this story is that it was an awful surprise to find out the great-aunts were best mates with Hitler. Number 2. Scary Deja VU. A user shared a scary deja vu that comes over and over again. I could see ghosts, and once I experienced the worst false awakening when in the dream I went to the bathroom. There I saw a little girl in the mirror. She put her finger to her mouth and said, "Shh." I went to the bathroom in my dream and returned to my bed. This happened almost 20 times. When I woke up for real and went to the bathroom, there was this little girl saying, "Shh." After this scary incident, I couldn't sleep for a week or more. Number 1. The Haunted Doll. Not sure about you, but I'm scared of dolls after all the scary real-life stories like Annabelle and much more. Another scary event took place with the Disney's Frozen Elsa doll in 2013 that was a Christmas gift. It is said that the doll recited phrases from the movie Frozen, and upon pressing a button on its neck, the doll sang "Let It Go." The doll recited such phrases randomly as told by the mother, Emily Madonia. The family owned this doll for 6 years and never changed its batteries. In 2019, the family decided to get rid of it and threw the creepy doll out, but found it inside a bench in their living room. According to the kids, they didn't put it back in the house. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash the bell icon and hit the subscribe button for more real-life scary stuff.